Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Xbox One software review, where I will be going over the good, the bad, and the ugly about the Xbox One software. Not the hardware, but the Xbox One software. Also, I am pretty much a virtual fucking customer support. If you have any questions, if you have anything that you want to know or want to see in particular, or just anything that you want to talk about, feel free to hit up the comments. I check them pretty regularly, so I'm always here to talk and chill if you want. So, use me because I'm a valuable resource in the fact that I have an Xbox One, and if you don't, I am here to answer any and all questions that you have. Without further ado, let's kick it off. I'm going to talk about the bad before I talk about the good because that's just how I roll. If someone says, do you want good news or bad news? I say bad news first. So, bad news. This is pretty bad news. You cannot send voice messages to other people. I don't know what the fuck happened during the board meetings. I don't know how they skipped that. I don't know how you missed something as important as making sure that you have a voice messaging system. I think what happened was Microsoft tried to innovate. They decided to do all this crazy new stuff, and as a result, some stuff got lost in translation, such as being able to send people voice messages, or better yet, having no recent players. You can see that the interface is very clean, very beautiful. By the way, you can change your colors, so just because I have red tiles, you can have blue tiles if you want, pink tiles, yellow tiles, whatever you want. Not a big deal. Do whatever you want. But the fact that you do not have a voice messaging system, what the fuck are you doing? I think that a perfect example of a company that did this just recently was Infinity Ward with Call of Duty Ghosts. They left out a lot of key features that were in Black Ops 2 just because I think they were trying to do something innovative or new or edgy in terms of esports. So there was like no broadcaster mode, no league play, just crucial things that needed to be had in order to build Call of Duty up as a competitive shooter. Those were left out. Same thing here. I think Microsoft tried to come at this with the approach of, well, yeah, it works, but we're still going to try and fix it. And they really shouldn't do that. You should never try and fix something that isn't broken. We had a great system set in place, and as a result, now we're lacking in this area. Now, this does not mean that the console sucks. This does not mean that you shouldn't go out and buy one, because I guarantee you that you will feel very satisfied if you buy something like this. You can see how smooth and seamless everything is. I can go to Battlefield if I want. Let's just show you that real quick. Let's load it up. Okay, so Battlefield's taking a little longer to load up than I thought. Anyway, we can very seamlessly and smoothly come back home to the dashboard where we reside. You can see Battlefield starting up right here, but I don't have to go there. I can do whatever I want. I can go to my friends. Doesn't matter, and then I can back out. It's whatever, and then I can go back to Battlefield where I was before. Just like that. So seamless and so smooth. Very next-gen-y, and I think that you guys will be very satisfied with your purchase. However, there are not that many good launch lineups. So you have to also take into consideration, if you're buying an Xbox One, you're paying $500 for essentially a video game, right? So you need to make sure that that video game that you're paying for is worth that $500. So what do I mean by that? Okay, I bought Battlefield 4, correct? For the Xbox One. It's the only game I bought. I essentially paid $500 to pay Battlefield 4 on a next-gen platform. That's all I played. That's all I did. I could have waited for Destiny to come out or Titanfall to come out or anything like that, but I didn't. I decided to drop $500, and as a result, this is the game that I got. I got Battlefield 4. So make sure that there's a game that you desperately want to play before you drop this type of money. Me personally, if I wasn't doing YouTube videos, because for me, that actually does come into consideration, if I get an Xbox One early, I might be able to get, more viewers, so on and so forth, and I don't think that's a bad thing to say. I think that's a, fair thing to say. It comes into marketing. So, in terms of, trying to, grow a fan base, it's good to get an Xbox One on release day, because a lot of people won't have one. But for you, the gamer, the viewer, the purchaser, the consumer, that may not be worth it to you. You might want to wait till spring when, I think not Destiny, but Titanfall comes out. That'll be a huge game. Just an absolutely gigantic game. So, again, guys, some bad, some good. But for the most part, it's a great system, very seamless, very smooth. You can transition in between everything that you need to very quickly. And for the most part, I love it. There's a few things that I would change, but of course, with anything that comes out on day one, this is to be expected. So, with that said, this part of the video is done. I'm not going to give it a score out of 10. I'm just going to say I love it, and it definitely feels next gen. I think it was definitely worth the money. I'm satisfied with my purchase, and I hope that you guys get it, and I hope you add me on Xbox too, so that way we can talk. So, let's get right into the second part of this, where I basically summarize everything about the Xbox One. That way you guys can get a fair shakedown on what's good and what's not good with the system. Now, first and foremost, left to right, everything is pretty self-explanatory. You have Skype, Xbox Video, Messages, Netflix, Party, TV. All of this stuff, these 6 squares, these can be tweaked. You can really put anything that you want there. So I put a party, my messages, all that stuff. So, for instance, I can click on Party, and this is the party system. I can invite people in here, and there's a new feature where you actually turn on the party chat. So let's say I turn on the party chat. Now, normally that little green circle next to my name, if I had my microphone in, it would be like pulsating a little bit. It would be getting bigger, and that would show that your mic's on and that everything's working. You can leave the party. Also, if you press the start button, you can make it invite only. Set to joinable. Requires invites, so on and so forth. Very straightforward, very simple. Now, one thing, actually, just while we're here in the friends list, this is super cool. So let's say I was thinking about getting Rise, Son of Rome, correct? Well, what I could do, if I want to get Rise, Son of Rome, I could say, okay, my dude Dome Rocker, he's playing Rise, Son of Rome. Let's see what's good. Let's see what he's doing. I'll click on Rise, Son of Rome, and here's a clip that he uploaded. And by the way, the Xbox One will actually take clips for you. A lot of times people don't upload them themselves. I have this Xbox just record stuff for me. It seems to be taking longer than I thought it would. I've seen this before. It didn't take that long before. Here we go. So, my point to this is that if you want to see a certain game before you buy it, then you can just watch your friends play it. Looks like it doesn't want to work right now, but it was working just before I decided to do this video. I don't know what the fuck is this bullshit. Anyway, guys, that's what happens when you buy something day one. There's going to be bugs. Whatever. We'll deal with it. Not a big deal. Okay. Did not want to do that, so we're going to back out. So that's your party. Very simple. By the way, guys, you cannot chat with people who are on the Xbox 360. To my knowledge, that is not possible at all. You can only talk to people that are on the Xbox One. So, let's back out. You've got your TV. You can set that up. SkyDrive, I think that's where you can, like, upload videos and whatnot. I don't use it, so I'm not even going to really get into it. But, go to our profile real quick. I showed you this already. Let's see if this is working yet. Is it working? Does not seem to be working, so we're just going to leave that alone. Now, normally, you see this little party thing on the right. You can actually decide to get rid of that. If my Kinect's on, I can say Xbox on Snap, and then it'll go away. I don't know how to turn it off with a controller, but regardless, you can see you've got your profile, which you can edit. You cannot put a bio in. You cannot put a bio or a little motto in yet. I'd assume that that's coming, but I'm really not entirely sure. So, everything's pretty set in stone here. You got privacy settings, customize avatar, set gamer pick, choose color, appear offline. Very simple stuff. Now, let's say you don't understand what this follower system is. I think I've touched on this in a past video, but we'll do it one more time. If somebody sends you a friend request, that's the equivalent of following you. So, to my knowledge. So, the Ugly Joker, Meow, Blindside, they sent me friend requests. And what happens is when you send someone a friend request, you'd think you'd get a notification. But what actually happens is you actually turn into one of their followers. So if I decided to follow one of these people back, then I would become a follower of them too, and then we would become friends. Think of your friends list as just two people who are mutually following each other. That simple. It's a little weird, but I'd assume it's a little buggy. I think that you should have like a friends list notification if someone wants to add you. You should get a notification, but you don't. Now, upload. Let's go to upload here. Upload. This is where something interrupted the clip. Oh, come on, please work. Okay, so this is where you can go to your clips, and then you can upload them. You can add cool effects. You can do all of that cool shit. You don't have to if you don't want to. So this is where I have a clip right here. Oh man, then this guy. Let me just. Okay, so that's how upload works. Also, we've got settings. So we can go into settings and we can do everything that we need in the settings. Let's just go to settings really quickly. How do we get rid of this bar? I'm so confused as to how we get rid of that bar. Here we go. Leave party. Back out. There we go. Very good. Perfect. So, I'm still new at this, guys. I mean, this is how it's going to be for you guys, too. You know, if you say, "Oh, you're such a noob with the Xbox One," well, guess what, motherfucker? When you buy it, you're going to be a noob as well. So, you've already seen the settings. I've already shown you that, but we can just go through it very quickly. Network, connect, preferences, disc, Blu-ray. This is all very straightforward stuff. I don't think I really need to get into it. By the way, one thing I just want to point out really quickly. You can tell the people who haven't updated to the Xbox One yet. Some people have an Xbox One, they just haven't updated their gamer picture. For instance, Wag K, he obviously has a Xbox One because he has a gigantic gamer picture. Nick Krause has an Xbox One, he just hasn't updated his gamer picture. But these guys do not have an Xbox One. Dome Rocker does because his gamer picture is gigantic. So that's how you can tell. So, next, we've already seen the party. We can go to My Games and Apps. This is very cool stuff. This is where you see, all your games, apps, all your downloads. So I think I downloaded the Second Assault DLC. Is that in Battlefield 4? No, so that's just the game in and of itself. But this is where DLC will pop up. You've got achievements, which is right here. Oh, and you have challenges as well. I actually didn't know this. So you've got challenges for certain things. Netflix has achievements. Wow. Can you go on a 24-hour TV movie marathon? Yeah, right. Okay, so that pretty much wraps up the main screen. Everything's very simple, guys. It's not complex. It's not hard. It's not, it's not that bad. It's pretty simple. You got games, movies, TV, music, apps. This is the store page of it. Pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory as well. Now, if there's anything that you want to see in particular, please be sure to tell me. Also, there are probably much quicker ways to do some of this stuff. Oh, by the way, whoa. Forgot this. Snap. So, you saw this before, this little gray bar that was on the side of your screen. Normally, when your Kinect is on, you can say Xbox, unsnap, Xbox, snap. I turned mine off because I didn't want it to start listening to me and then it would get all crazy. So, you can have something like Netflix that's on the side. So, I can actually watch a movie while playing Battlefield. If I want to. So, I can just back out here. I think we would be able to do it. No, I don't know. We're not even going to try and do that right now. But I could play Battlefield and watch Netflix at the same time if I wanted to. Which I just think is just so fucking cool, I gotta say. Now, that pretty much wraps up the features, guys. By the way, if you're trying to use your Astros, this is not software related, but if you have Astro A40s and you're trying to use them with the Xbox One, you're not going to be able to. You're going to have to use the Kinect mic, but you can plug in your Astros just to listen to the cool sound effects of the game or music if you want. So, that about wraps up the review and summarization of the Xbox One. I hope you enjoyed it. Now I'm going to be ranting about something that I thought was kind of crucial here. And I guess kind of goes hand in hand with the video. Now, you heard me say earlier on that I bought an Xbox One partly because of YouTube. And this is true. I will be completely real with you guys right now. I bought an Xbox because I wanted to bring you guys, premium content. And so someone could very easily make the argument like, oh yeah, Hectic, you're just doing these videos for views or whatever the fuck that means. I don't even know what that means. But I guess it's true. And if any YouTuber, from my experience, from people that I've talked to, any YouTuber that tells you I don't do what I do for YouTube views, that they're lying. I think they're truthfully lying through their teeth. I think that everyone who is big on YouTube, anyone who's trying to come up on YouTube, anything that they do, any video that they post up, they do it because they want views. I stood in line for 5 hours yesterday because I want to bring the best content possible. I personally probably would not have gotten an Xbox One if it wasn't for posting up YouTube videos. I mean, I'm dedicated to what I do. I'm dedicated. So, I don't care if this gets big or not. I just want to be able to say I gave this 110%. Just like anything else I try to do in life. So, when it comes to YouTube views and people say, "Oh, you just do this for the views, blah 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 blah." Yeah, you know what? Every YouTuber does. But I think what truly matters is once you have those views, once you have a lot of popularity, what are you going to do with it? Are you going to try and just keep building a fan base and just keep on growing and growing and growing and growing until you become this monolithic thing? Or are you going to try to keep growing and also spread something positive? Are you going to try and help people out? Are you going to try and use your influence in a good way, in a positive way? Try and help people out through their day. Try and help people out who may not be in the best situation at the time. I think that is super important. So, in terms of what I do this for, I do this because I genuinely want to make sure that whatever I decide to do in life, I want to help people. So, I've only put up a few videos where I go into like philosophy and ideas and news and stuff, but those videos to me are the most important. Those are without a doubt the most important videos that I've put out. And they're also the ones that make me the most nervous because those ideas that I present, these could easily be shot down. They could be argued against. They could be hated on. And those would cut deeper than if someone says, "Oh, you suck at Battlefield. I would rape you with my 70 KD." Like, I don't give a fuck. Congratulations, you play more than me or whatever. Congrats. You know? I don't really care. I practice hard and I play to win. And you know what? When I see you on the battlefield, no pun intended, I'm going to treat you like a tiger does a chicken. But I might lose. It's all good. Get a few scratches here and there. But yeah, my point is that every YouTuber definitely does what they do for the views. And it makes no sense to me. I saw PewDiePie. He's a huge YouTuber. You guys definitely know about him. If you don't, dude has 15 million subscribers. This dude said, "I don't do what I do for views. I don't care about the views." He said, "I'm happy that it gives me a living, but I don't do it for the views." And you know what? I could be wrong. That may be completely true. He may be, the most kind-hearted, warm person in the world, but I think I'm going to have to call bullshit on that. I think that he definitely does what he does for the views. I think that he would not play the games that he plays or have the personality that he has without the views. I think that there is a level of commitment that you have to have, and you do it with the knowledge that you're going to have a substantial viewership. And that should go through your head, and that's okay. That's perfectly okay. Again, you got to make sure that what you do with that influence, that's what matters. That's what truly matters. Say, okay, let's say I had 1 million subscribers. That's great. If I just post up random gameplay videos and Let's Play videos like every other fucktard YouTuber, I don't contribute to anyone's life whatsoever besides giving them a dull, boring, throbbing noise in their head when they're done watching the video. That's not important to me. I'd rather talk about philosophy and ideas and news and stuff that's going on in the world. Because that matters to me, and that matters to a lot of other people too. And when I look through the top 100's, most subscribed YouTube list, I don't see anyone doing that. And so part of my brain says, ooh, that's a new market that I can branch into. And then another part of my head says, wow, I have an opportunity to try and make at least a little tiny dent in terms of a positive difference in people's lives. Even if I'm young, even if I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, even if I'm completely ignorant and have no idea what's going on, that doesn't mean I can't try, right? Anyways, that's been it for me. That's the end of my rant, the end of the video. Don't worry, this will be broken up into annotations. I'll make sure that I probably should have put that in the beginning of the video, but I'll make sure that there's annotations. That way you guys can click on which parts you want. Anyways, I love all of you people. I hope your day is going well. Again, don't buy the Xbox unless you are desperately want one of the launch lineup games, or if you want to bring, awesome YouTube content, or at least try to. Anyways, good night and good luck. Peace.